Hi, Internet. Let's do the Sunday New York Times crossword puzzle for Sunday, August 16th, 2026. The constructor today is Sam Brody. Will Shorts is the editor. I'm John Appleseed. I'm your host here on the channel. And the title of this puzzle is Take the Edge Off. You can't see that on the screen, but I made a note of it so I wouldn't forget. Always a good idea to look at the title of a Sunday puzzle. It will be a hint to the theme, usually. Take the edge off, and it's always a good idea to start thinking about what that might mean. Are we removing some of these letters on the edge to make answers fit their clues or something like that? I guess we'll find out as we go. Okay, one across is Work Parodied by Umberto Eco's Granita. And I don't know that. One down, Striplings are young trees, I think. Two down, Texters, then again. On the other hand, OTOH, three down, Bananas, maybe Nuts. Could be something else. Four down, Chance. Nope. Five down, Briefly, Swam. Took a dip, maybe. Six down, Home to more than 1,500 languages, abbreviation. There are a lot of African languages. Work parodied by Umberto Eco's Granita. 18 across is Untold. No, 13 across. Okay, blank, Atso blank, and blank, Eckel blank. Watson and Jekyll are characters from literature that are paired with another character. Watson with Sherlock Holmes and Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Could be something going on with that. Not sure. 27 across. Astonished. Informally. And I think maybe one of these downs is wrong I've got in the puzzle. Let's come back to that section. 7 across is Subject of Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter. A book about adultery and hypocrisy, mostly. Hester Prynne, I think, was the main character. I don't know what it is. 19 across, Down Under Runners. Runners in Australia. Kangaroos don't really run, do they? They kind of hop. 24 down, Cross. 28 across is With 45 across, Many a Correspondent. No, and 31 across is Water Nymph of Greek myth. Not sure about that. 7 down is Affixed as a Patch. Could be sewed on. 8 down, Let's Do This. I'm in, maybe. Is it Sin is the subject of the Scarlet Letter? Macadamia for one, that is a nut. Let's try Sin as the subject of Hawthorne's Scarlet Letter. I would say hypocrisy more than anything. Let's try I'm in for 8 down. And then emus could be runners down under. Let's try Sewed on for how you might affix a patch. A pen pal for Many a Correspondent, so that gives us 28 across and 45 across, I think. 24 down, Cross. A bridge crosses a river. It spans a river. So I was thinking we're looking for the name of a specific nymph, but I think maybe a naiad or dryad or something like that is the generic word for a water nymph in Greek myth. Chance. In tones. I like that for Chance. Briefly Swam. Yeah, took a dip. Made a dip, took a dip. Let's try took. Astonished. Maybe you were shook. Let's take out Nuts for the equivalent of Bananas. Untold. And this is I think it's Watson and Jekyll, but it could be other thing. Is it something with... No. Striplings. Is it lads? I think young men could be striplings. Bananas loco. Is Lolita is another work of literature. Maybe I'm not familiar with Granita or Granita. Maybe it is what it is. Let's try lads for the striplings. Untold. No. Dr. Watson and Dr. Jekyll. They are both doctors. Then 6 down, the home to more than 115 for 1,500 languages. That's probably Africa. Untold. A ton of. An untold amount of something is a large amount. A ton of it. That didn't parse for a few minutes there. Okay, Doctors Without Borders. Yes, we are removing the borders, the edges, from these two names, who are both doctors from literature. So they are Doctors Without Borders, which is also a NGO, a non-governmental organization that does very fine work around the world. 10 across, one's opponents. Could be foes. 21 across, caramel-filled candy. Let's try roll for that. I've seen that a couple times in the New York Times. 10 down, closely following. Racing vehicle for 11 down. And 12 down, Napoleon exile site. Able was he ere he saw Elba, as they say in the palindrome. No longer relevant. It is a moot point. One's opponents. Closely following. And racing vehicle. Well, those don't click. Do business. Note negotiate, something ending in ATE maybe. Pauses while playing. Playing music. I was thinking playing video games, but no, it's rests. Are pauses in the score where you pause while playing the music. 14 across, incorporated abroad, might be limited. LTD, another business abbreviation. Uncool. I'm not sure. 22 across, word following bear or honey. Bear trap, honey trap, yeah. 15 down, childish comeback. Oh, okay, this is one of our crossword standbys. R2 is not R-so. R2 fits here. Playground retort, something along those lines is usually how it's clued. A hair stuck in my glasses or something. It's tickling my nose. 16 down, Maid of Sherwood Forest is Maid Marian. And the Robin Hood stories, many a printer. Epsom is the printer. Epsom is the salt. And Memorial Blank Kettering, New York City Medical Facility. I think that is Sloan Kettering. So R2, Epsom, 30 across. Let's just check that. Uncle in Uruguay, the Spanish word for uncle is tío. So those all look correct. 36 across is blank raves. Braves, craves. Not sure. 33 across, poets, muse. Who is the muse of poetry? Each of the muses were associated with a specific art. I think Erato is one of the muses. Let's hope that that is right. Ewok's home moon to 33 down. That is the forest moon of Endor. I think I like the third Star Wars film the best, The Return of the Jedi. Consequences of supply chain problems are shortages. Then do business, obligate maybe, dizzying gallery works. That is that op art, those magic eye puzzles that you have to have deep focus in order to see the rocket ship or whatever. Operate is do business. Closely following, like a film is true to the novel. One's opponents, I guess that's them. And racing vehicle is a hot rod. Can we get 36 across? Raves. It's got to be Braves or Craves. Still don't know what it is. 42 across, acknowledge to nod at. 41 across, it may be petrified. A fossil may be petrified. 32 down, treasure or desert follower. There's Treasure Island, Desert Island. What's 38 down? Actress Sky. I think that's Iona Sky. I may be spelling that wrong. Needs no introduction. That fits. It is a common phrase. Is it craves, but we're taking up, craves could be needs. I need it, I crave it. So needs, but without the first letter, maybe we're getting blank raves. I think that might be right. 36 down, form of detective fiction is noir. Channel for gaming enthusiasts. I think this is just sports enthusiasts. ESPN for that. Sass is lip. Sassy attitude. Reason to take a shot would be the flu. And funerary selections could be urns for 54 across. 56 across is another themed answer. Sag. Sage, probably. We're removing the E from the word sage, which means wise, or is it an herb? No, don't know what it is. 39 down, words after check, follow, or catch. Check up on, follow up on, catch up on, and it does say words, so we need 2 words there. 40 down, bum. Not sure. El Blanc, Texas. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's cantina. The music would play and Felina would whirl. I think El Paso goes in for 43 across. I put in upon, check up on. 48 across, trudge, to plod. Probably I put in PDAs is what I put in for smartphone predecessors. Personal digital assistants were a thing back in the before times, before iPhones. 49 down, female rapper with a longtime feud with Foxy Brown. Don't know that. To bum is to, like to bum a cigarette. Cadge a cigarette. That is an uncommon word, but I've heard it before. 59 down, not very favorable, as some 84 downs. Not sure. Approaching, near. For 50 across. Not getting that. 59 down, not very favorable. 63 across, sent. Emitted, emailed. Nope. 72 across, it may be mental. No. 35 down is job that may involve jumping through hoops. Maybe lion tamer. Would involve encouraging the lion to jump through hoops. 51 down, diminutive Greek letter. We need four letters. I think it would be eta. What's another Greek letter that begins with E? Epsilon and eta are the only ones I can think of. I'm not sure what is going on there. 52 down, nickname that emits Ori. No, don't know that either. London Park. There's a Hyde Park. Maybe instead of near, it's nigh. Something is nigh. Then that gives us Hyde Park, famous for its speaker's corner, where you can stand on a soapbox and say whatever you want. Greg emits Gregory, yes. 51 down, iota. Okay, an iota is a small amount of something, and that is a Greek letter. Iota. Okay, this is never-ending story. It's not sage, it's saga. I did spell Iona wrong. It's with an E. Then saga, we're removing the last letter from saga to make it a never-ending story. Saga being a synonym for story. 58 down, bag, to nab a criminal, for example. This looks like sob for 62 across. Preserver of freshness. No. I was thinking we're looking for a Swedish car here. Maybe it's seal. To seal a mason jar or something is to preserve the freshness. And maybe net is for bag. To net something is to catch it. Disapproving syllables are tisks. Then we get Lil somebody for the female rapper who has a feud with Foxy Brown. 71 down, A-lister, a famous celebrity, a star. 77 across, words that may open doors. It's me. Open the door. It's me. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Not very favorable. 84 down is 2 to 5, say. 2 to 5. Sent. You send me. You send me. I know you send send me. So let's try elated as a synonym of scent in the emotional sense. Slim would be a not very favorable set of odds. 2 to 5, I guess those could be odds. And then 83, put in image for 72 across. It may be mental. Yeah, mental image, that clicks. All right, let's go back over here. 60 across stands for speakers. Speakers stand on a podium. The plural would be podia. Some odoriferous gifts, fragrant gifts, could be leis, flower garlands. Travel bag is a valise, another kind of uncommon word. 64 across, place for a sailor's anchor, informally. That might be a tattoo, I wonder. Could it be arm or something like that? 73 across, out in a way. Nope, 79 across, blank night. Could be night with a K. 87 across, guard as a goal is to mind the net, to be the net minder. Tie money. Is it the bot or maybe the real? 65 down, gotcha. Nope, 66 down, group with a tartan, a clan. Scottish clan might have a tartan. Chemistry test. Something like a blind date or a speed date, maybe. Yeah, I was thinking chemistry in the sense of a potential romantic partner. You're testing to see if you have chemistry with that person on a speed date. Car with a stylized lightning bolt logo. Oldsmobile, do they have a lightning bolt? Place for a sailor's anchor. Out and away, asleep. Opel is I think a German car. Let's try that. Tie money, I'm going to try bot. Then guard is to tend goal. Yeah, the goaltender. Gotcha, I see. And the sailor might have an anchor as a tattoo on his or her biceps. So let's try that. Asleep. Headless horseman. We are removing the first letter of the word night to get a headless horseman. Lil Kim is the rapper. 78 down, attach with a click to snap in or snap on. 67 across, hunk, a slab of marble or meat or something. It may drive one to distraction in brief. For 68 down, let's try ADHD. That's cool, man. I dig. Then thumbnail could be a biography, a bio. 76 down, steal. Not sure. 68 across, get rid of, shed. 74 down, sauce traditionally made in a mortar. That is pesto, traditionally made with pine nuts and basil and olive oil, ground up in a mortar and pestle. 80 down, carpenter's spacer, a shim is a word for that. Italian wine city, let's try Asti for that. And 89 across, Fran blank. Frank with a K or a C maybe. 104 across is more reasonable, probably ends in ER, could be saner. 107 across, vein contents, a vein of ore in a mine. 116 across is going to be another themed answer. 120 across, even. Nope, and 124 across, crones. Let's try hags as a synonym for crones. Go blank, to fail, to go plop, to go what? 99 down. Fantasy realm ruled by King Caspian. All right, that is from the Narnia books. I read those when I was in junior high. Feature of Anthony Robles, a 2011 NCAA national champion wrestler. Does he maybe have one leg that just fits with the letters we have? Even, tied as a score. 117 down, fingers. Identifies, IDs, yes. Go south. Things go wrong if they're said to go south. And we do get saner for more reasonable. 116 across. Don't know what that is. 194 down, shoe scram. 101 down, shows pride in one's appearance in a way. Nope, 102 down, result in. And 95 down is display some emotion, perhaps. Now, 105 across, interprets. Don't know. 108 across, calm. At peace fits. This could be unlimited something for 116 across. 109 down is poop. To tire is to be pooped. School groups are PTAs. 101 down shows pride in one's appearance. Preens gives us that meaning. A gas brand that sounds like 2 letters of the alphabet is SO. Comes from Standard Oil, I believe, so it does represent 2 letters of the alphabet. Carry on, to rant, and then result in is to lead to, and that gives us 102 down. 105 across, interprets, reads, as in tea leaves. Display some emotion, say, perhaps. Not sure. 76 down, steal. No. 81 down, ophthalmology concerns. Would an ophthalmologist deal with styes of the eye? I think it's spelled with an I when it's an eye condition. Green, science. We're abbreviating science in the clue. We can abbreviate ecology in the answer. Fiber, also known as viscose. Nylon or rayon, maybe. React, for display some emotion. Let's try rayon as a fiber. It might also be known as viscose. Not familiar with that. Yada yada, etc. It's a steal. It's a great deal on this thing I'm trying to sell you. Okay, so this is not complete, not completely honest. We are using frank as a synonym for honest, as in frank and earnest in my opinions. Let me be perfectly frank, but we're removing the last letter, so we're getting not completely honest. 96 down, member of the NFL's Big Blue. In brief, maybe a New York Giant. Do they have blue as their color? 103 down, producer of a call to arms. Producer of a call to arms. Now, 111 across, title that becomes loftier when an E is added. I think we can go with sir leading to sire. 118 down, Park Place. Nope, 122 across, tender cut. Let's try tender cut of meat there. Loin, Park Place, a parking lot, a place to park. Then invention originally developed as a yellow dye. Maybe TNT? Did not know that. Hide. Skin. Thinking hide as conceal, but no, hide as pelt or skin. Producer of a call to arms. Suspended musical instruments. I'm thinking of gongs. I was thinking of triangles. What else hangs from a string? A gong does. And then a horn might be the symbol of a call to arms. Unlimited talk and something. Is it dialogue? Dialogue could be talk. Not sure. 90 across, squeaker or squealer. A rat could do either of those things. Squeal in the sense of informing. Toddler's jumping spot on a rainy day. A puddle. I used to really enjoy jumping in puddles when I was a kid. 85 down, infraction at an arcade. It's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Let's try tilt. That's like when you tilt the pinball machine and you get an error that says you can't do that. Tilt. Yeah, odds, tilt. I for Eye of Horus, Egyptian symbol of healing. Then we put in wrote for a learning method. DIY, do it yourself for home improvement initials. And that gives us that section. We just got this little corner left. Escort to a penthouse. Say, I will see you up. Penthouse is usually the top of a building, so we've got to have up in there. 119 down. Road recklessness of a sort, for short. Nope. Element used in bulb filaments. Tungsten is used in light bulbs. Prepares to puree, perhaps, as papayas. Papayas have seeds in them. You probably have to de-seed papayas before pureeing them. Vet is to approve something, or it could be a veteran or a veterinarian. Western Indians. Let's try Utes for that. For whom the state of Utah is named. A subtle summons might be, psst, come here, you might say in a subtle way. Unlimited talk. Not sure. Pie portions, shape-wise. Pies are served in wedges. Refuse to budge. Insist. Road recklessness. Oh, driving while intoxicated. DWI. Talk and texts. A vet is a veteran, an ex-GI, and we get unlimited talk and texts. Dialogue is talk and texts, and X finishes the puzzle. There we go. We brought it in just a little bit over 25 minutes, which is in line with it's kind of right on the mark of what I consider my average time for a Sunday New York Times puzzle, i.e. 25 minutes. A little bit over, but not too bad. Certainly didn't go over 30 minutes, which is kind of when I feel like I'm struggling with the puzzle. Baht for the Thai currency. Rial, maybe is that Cambodia? I have to check that and figure out why I'm confusing those two. I think they're both Southeast Asian currencies. What were the ones I commented that I haven't seen in the puzzle in a while, or that were uncommon words? Nai is kind of an uncommon word. Kaj, yeah, I haven't heard. Can't remember the last time I saw it. Can I cadge a cigarette from you or something like that? I think there was another one down here, but don't remember exactly where that was. All right, that was a good puzzle. I liked this theme. I think thinking about what what was it, without the edge or off the edge? What was the title of the puzzle? I made a note here. Take the edge off. So I thought we would be removing the edges. So we're obviously removing the edges of these words. So it's the challenge is to figure out what the original word was before the edge was removed, and then all the answers had something to do with never ending or without borders, without an introduction, headless, or not completely, or unlimited. The limits were removed from that one. All right, I like that theme. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please come back for more puzzles and games. I'll see you next time.